Okay, so in this question, we've been asked to fill in the rest of the table. Now, the table's already been populated with the information that we had in the description. So we know altogether that there are 47 people who watched EastEnders. 12 of those were men or boys. 29 women watched Coronation Street, and 16 women watched Emmerdale, and 3 of the men who were surveyed watched Emmerdale as well. So how do we fill in the rest of the table? So there's quite a few different gaps there, and you can think, well, where do I start? Well, you need to start where you've only got one gap, because if you've got more than one gap, you don't know what the information is unless the words tell you that they are equal amounts. So, for example, we have one gap here and we have one gap here. So we can work out what those missing spaces are because we know the rest of the information. So we know that all this column has to add up to 47. So the way we can work this out is 47 minus 12 will tell us what is in this column here, which is 35. So we know 35 girls watched EastEnders. The same with this row here. So we have 12 and then we have a gap, add 3, add something equals 25. So we need to know what that something is. So basically 25 minus 12 add 3 will tell us what that something is. Okay, and that equals 25 minus 15, so that equals 10. So we now know that the missing gap is 10. So we now want to work out the other parts. Because we've worked out a couple of the missing gaps already, we now only have one gap here and we now only have one gap here. So we can work those out. So 10 and 29 is 39. 3 and 16 is 19. Now we can work out these two by adding up this row and by adding up this row. So 35 add 29 add 16 equals this missing amount here, which is 80. And 47 add 39 add 19, 47, 39 and 19 equals this missing gap here. You could have also worked that out by adding the 25 and the 80 together. That should also equal 105 because the row total and the column total are the same number. So whenever you start on a missing numbers exercise on a two-way table, start where you only have one missing number unless the information tells you that some of them are equal to each other, then you would be able to work that out. But start with where there is just one missing number. I hope that helps.